even as I introduced my very first guest this hour. Now, she wears many hats. She's an LLB graduate, she's a communications graduate, and a full-time entrepreneur who is involved in the running of 2 different companies. Here with me to talk about the art of multitasking and how to win it in both life and business is Ivy Wanjiku Murunga. Karibu sana to the show.
Thank you so much, Joyce.
Good to have you here. Now, obviously, that's a lot. You're multitasking.
Basically, I don't think it's a lot because I believe that an average millionaire should have at least 7 sources of income. So basically, these are just 2.
Yeah.
So I have like another 5.
You still have some work to do.
I still have some work to do.
Okay. Have you always been driven in life? I mean, because a lot of people don't even have one to speak of. So, you know, what drives you? What got you to this point?
I feel like it's just a personal decision of who you want to be in life. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who inspires you. Because I think in the long run we all have we have one end game, which is to be comfortable in life. I'm pretty sure you work because you need to meet a few things in life. You need to afford a few things in life. You need shelter, you need food, you need clothes, and that's the reason as to why you work. So basically, the force behind me is the focus on achieving, achievement, right? So I've always wanted to achieve in life. I've always wanted to be a very successful person. And my journey began as a joke when I was still in campus. So I used to hang out with a few friends, and I could notice that they liked a few things that I could wear, a few things that I could carry, maybe a bag and, you know, just a few pieces. So I took that to my advantage, and that's what I do in my day-to-day life.
Okay, so tell me about your businesses. One of them, it sounds like it's involving fashion and style. Or?
Yeah, I mean, ladies accessories. I'm a lady. I like fashion. I embrace fashion. I'm a modern woman.
Okay.
So this started as I said, it started as a joke.
Yeah.
So I used to go to Gikomba in the morning when I was still in school. So you can imagine I was pursuing my 2 degrees, and I could still get time to go to Gikomba very early in the morning, pick a few things, hike my price with at least 100, 200 shillings, and sell to my friends, because I had friends who were also in fashion and they could buy from me.
Yeah.
So, you know, one thing led to another, and I stopped going to Gikomba after some time.
Okay.
And I graduated to going to Uganda,
okay.
where I could get a few things from there, now new things. So I could triple my price when I get to Kenya.
Yeah.
So my business kept moving, but at some point it slowed down. I had a shop in Thika, and I also had an online shop.
Okay.
So at some point it went down, but I did not give up.
Yeah.
I kept moving, and here I am now. I get my things from Uganda. I get my things from Dubai. I get my things from the States.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how I started.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's one business, and then
That's
you do
one
another business.
and I do another business. I also run an errands. In fact, my ladies accessories company is called Designs by Madison.
Okay.
You can find it on Instagram. I sell women's accessories. I sell handbags. I sell belts. I sell, you know, all those things. Yeah.
Sure.
And the other company is called Pamoja Intact. Pamoja Intact runs. I do errands and concierge services. So if you need any of your errands done, because it's a niche that I saw that has not been tapped yet. So basically, anything you cannot do, especially for these corporate people, people who are busy 8 to 5, and they don't have time to, you know, to process their IDs, to go for their personal shopping, to do their laundry. I do all that. I cover all that.
Okay.
Yes, it might look like a very dirty job.
No, but it's making you money.
It's making me money, and that's why I say that's the end product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you're right, because I mean, even the fact that you were waking up to go to Gikomba.
Yes.
Right, like whatever it looks dirty to one, you're making the bank out of it. So and maybe that's the attitude that a lot of young entrepreneurs need to adopt.
Yeah, you know, the problem with us young people is we are educated, and as I said, I'm a lawyer, I'm a communicationist, I've done 2 degrees, I'm pursuing my master's from next year, because I believe in knowledge. Knowledge is power. I've been encouraged by so many people to go to school, because I mean, when you are educated and when you have knowledge, you can be able to do anything. And the problem with us young people is the moment you go to campus, the moment you go through the degree, we all want white collar jobs, which is not sufficient. We cannot all get the white collar jobs. So what young people should embrace is once you've gone through the university, you should be able to create employment in one way or another. Start by looking for people who can, you might not be in a position to hook 1, 2, 3 things, but you can look for a person and tell these people, this is the commission I'll give you. Do this and this for me. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then, I mean, so you're saying, I hear what you're saying about it. It's not a lot for you just yet, but you certainly are juggling different
Definitely.
things, even to get to the 7 sources of income, which if you've been reading a lot about entrepreneurship, you should have heard that already before, because a lot of very famous entrepreneurs talk about it. So how do you now manage your time? How do you ensure that you are indeed a jack of all trades, but not just being, you're not falling into the stereotype of being a master of none, but that you're actually, succeeding as best as you can in all of those different areas?
Just, we have 12 hours to work. You have 8 to 5. Those are so many hours. Those are hours you can do so much shit with yourself. Personally, I've put systems for one of my company, but I divide my time. I have 3 days. I allocate 3 days for one of my businesses, and I allocate the other 3 for the other.
Okay, so you're working Monday to Saturday?
I work Monday to Saturday.
Okay. Monday
to Saturday afternoon to around 2. So what I do is, for my Pamoja Intact company, which is my errands and concierge services company, I've put systems that run the whole company for me. I have CCTVs, I have marketers who I talk to every other day, I have a manager, and I've put all those people in place because I know their value in my work. So what I've done is that I've created employment for these people. For this other company, which is Designs by Madison, it's an online shop. I do not incur any costs, say, on rent and everything, because I believe in marketing and branding. So I personally run the accounts. I respond to my clients. At times, I even deliver the goods to my clients because I feel like I need those interpersonal communication with my clients. I need to know what exactly they want, and they feel so good when I deliver them myself, and I tell them where I get my goods from. We have that kind of communication and that kind of bond.
Okay.
Yes. So I believe in systems.
Yeah, and it's building systems, and it's really digging deep. Like you're just saying, this is the season of life I'm in. You recognize you're trying to build this stuff, so you're willing to put in the work. You're willing to put in the energy. Yeah.
Definitely. That's why I interact with my customers on a one-on-one.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether I'm still the CEO and I'm still the head of operations.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, so, how long have these businesses been running?
For my Pamoja Intact company, I started running it in 2013 when I was still a very young girl.
Okay.
I was still in campus.
Okay.
I was probably in my very early 20s. So it has been running for 6 years.
Okay.
For my other company, I started running it late last year. Yes.
All right. And so, down the line, looking at your experiences so far, what would you say then are some of your key lessons to other budding entrepreneurs, particularly those who would want to follow in the same footsteps and not put all their eggs in one basket, but be able to develop multiple different sources of income?
It's very important not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
And I believe in hard work. That's what I'd say. I believe in hard work, and I believe in your networking. We're always told that your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
So if you interact with 4 millionaires, you're certainly going to be the 5th millionaire. So it's very important to choose your friends wisely. It's very important to know who you're interacting with, because your results will be seen from that. If you interact with people who just sleep in the house the whole day waiting to be employed, trust me, your end product will be very bad. But if you look, if you say, no, I'm going to interact with this person because this person sells eggs, I need to know what is the force behind him. What is the force behind this person?
Yeah.
What makes him or her feel like you're going to make a profit from this 1, 2, 3 eggs? Those are the people who will inspire you.
Yeah.
So I believe in Your network is your net worth.
Okay.
Yes.
And so then, you know, to do all of those things, of course, your network is important, juggling many different things, discipline, time management,
Yes.
very key. And so Iman James is asking from Mombasa, is multitasking then a must-have skill?
It's a must-have skill, especially in the country we're living in right now. There's so much corruption. There's so much nepotism. There's so much tribalism. You should be able to do 1, 2, 3 things to meet all the things that you need in this life. Yes.
Are you, and I'm sure still, it's, and you're not saying like don't go to school, because
No,
I
no,
think
no,
in
no,
many
no.
ways you're still using your law degree
I
in your
am.
legal work for your
Yes, I
company,
am.
communications.
Yes, and I'm pursuing my master's as from next year.
You want to do it in what?
I want to do a master's in PR.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not even in business. I
No,
like
no, no,
that.
no. I'm doing it in PR because that's where my business is.
Look at that.
Yes.
All right. Ivy, it's really great talking to you. You are a very brilliant woman, and I like it. All the best to you and your businesses. Again, you can share with us your social media handles for your companies.
Thank you so much, Joyce. I did my communications degree thinking I'd be like you. But look at me now.
I didn't do communications.
What did you
I'm
do?
an economist.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Look
girl.
at you now.
So I hear you. I've walked it. So again, you said what's the accessory company called?
It's called Designs by Madison on Instagram. And the other company is called Pamoja Intact, that is not on Instagram.
Okay.
But I'm putting up our website very soon.
All right.
So I might share more information very soon.
Great. Thank you so much for coming through. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much, Joyce.
All right, guys, we're going to take a short break right now. And as we do, let me leave you with this quote by Margaret from Ongata Rongai saying, "To live is to choose, but to choose well, you must know who you are and what you stand for, where you want to go and why you want to get there." That's from Margaret, watching us from Ongata Rongai. I like it. I like it. Sharing another quote for the day. We'll be back in just a bit. This is Full Circle with Joyce. Stay tuned.